Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Right, today we're going to the Time and Tide Brewing, and this is their Wormburner New England Brown Ale. It's coming in at 6.2% ABV, 19 IBUs. So these guys are out of Deal in East Kent, as you know. Maris Otter is the malt, malted rye, flaked oats, crystal, special B and roasted barley. The hops are Mosaic, Cascade and Ella, and the yeast is New England. 6.2 as I said, 19 IBUs, original gravity 66, FG 18, EBC 34. Water, as I already said, barley, oats, rye, hops and yeast. 440ml can, best before the 14th of September of 2019. So it's one of their newer cans. I don't know if it was actually canned, but yeah, fairly new. Purchased this at Moonshine Billy's in Ramsgate. So yeah, check out the artwork again. Pretty damn cool. Guy on a, I don't know if it's a BMX or yeah, probably with the way he's dressed. And yeah, burning up the worms. So let's crack this open then. A New England Brown Ale. It just says Brown Ale and Untapped or Other. So if you're interested in such things, so Time and Tide Teku glass. Okay then. So it's kind of like real dark brown ale. Clashes with a hazy New England haze, I guess. Looks really odd in the glass. Looks like look at that. I've seen other photographs on Untapped and yeah, it's consistent. So, but yeah, it looks very odd in the glass. It's like a, well, yeah. You know that kind of thing. If you're thinking it, that's what I'm thinking as well. So it's looking like that. Bit of alcohol legs, not too much. Is it 6.2? Yeah, it's murky, brown, muddy kind of, even real murky looking beer. It's a gentle carbonation, taking the bubbles off the side and going up to the top. Not much of a head poured on this one, so let's get an aroma. A lot of people say to me, "Oh, I don't like brown ales." I'm like, "Well, I quite like them." This one is kind of, there's a slight kind of musky citrus note, or a muffled citrus, if that makes sense. There's also, there's a slight earthy kind of brown bread sort of thing going on. I'm not picking up too much on the aroma, so let's give it a swirl and give it a taste. Cheers. Let's go again. It's kind of odd. Forget what it looks like. The first thing I'm picking up is a slight citrusiness, and it's reminding me a little bit of a black IPA. It's definitely got that kind of, if you was blindfolded, there's that kind of strong kind of citrusiness. There's a slight twang to it that gives me the impression it's a black IPA. See, I don't think, although this is only 19 IBUs, it's not a real kind of, some of these brown ales you can get quite sweet. Certainly the ones that I've tried. I'm a bit bunged up, so excuse me. And it's not particularly sweet. It's definitely not bitter. It's kind of very low key. You're not picking up much of the 6.2% ABV on the alcohol. Let's have another go. It's reminded me of donuts. It's got that kind of, it's sweet, but it's more like the dough of a donut rather than the outer sugariness. It's light, it's fluffy almost. There's a slight sweetness on the back end. Now I'm starting to drink it a bit more. That's starting to come through a little bit more the more I'm drinking, kind of thing. Yeah, it's not really producing much of a head. Really tightly packed bubbles. Yeah, the head is like just off white. Actually produced a bit more of a creamier head at the back of the end of the can. It's getting sweeter the more I'm drinking it. A slight citrusiness, but apart from that, that kind of donut dough. Yeah, I mean, I was more intrigued by the style of New England brown. I thought, what is that? I'm gonna give that a try, just to see what it's all about. I'm trying to think of £4.99 to pay for this in Moonshine Billy's. So, is it a beer that I'll buy again? Yeah, and I hate to say it, you probably know, but the way I'm going with this beer is I wouldn't buy this one again. This beer from this brewery. Plenty of others from the brewery I'll buy. Definitely. Urban Goose for sure. You know, one of their first cans I actually got my hands on and reviewed. Really good beer. Yeah, but this one is not for me anyway. Not for my palate. It's just... yeah, New England brown. Perhaps it's just me, but it's just my take on this beer. So it's not personal to the brewery, because I love the brewery, I think they're fantastic. But this one's just not hitting it for me. So we're going to finish up then, I'll give it a rating. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10, which is probably one of the lowest grades I've given from a beer from this brewery. So check out my Time and Tide playlist down below. It's become quite a few on there now. I've been reviewing them for like 3.5, 4 years, whatever it is, and yeah, they do some really good stuff. So go out and try this for yourself, see what you think. A lovely looking can, lovely artwork, and there's all the spiel on the back if you want all that sort of thing. Pause it. But yeah, this beer unfortunately wasn't for me, but that's just me. So there's other beers out there, and pretty much most of them are really good. So they're IPL, Sprat Waffler, and you know, so on and so forth. But yeah, the Urban Goose is probably one of my favourite of their new cans. I think that's really damn good. So check that out. Check out the review in the playlist. Yeah. Over to Untappd then, it's had a total of 22 check-ins, not many, 10 in the last 30 days. It was added on Untappd on the 15th of December the 15th of 2018. 19 ratings, coming in at 3.63, so they're giving it a bit higher than I am. But yeah, for me it's a 3 out of 5 on the Untappd scale. So anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know if you had it before. Fairly new release, as you just told you, December. So yeah, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.